program to France, to Paris, to the Jewish community. Our subject matter today will be how to first respond to the terrible events in France, in Paris. I begin with a moving tale, a story related by the Lubavitcher Rebbe in the winter of 1975. A story about Rabbi Yisrael Meir Kagan, the saintly Chofetz Chaim, who passed away in 1933. He once dispatched a delegation of Jewish representatives to the Polish Prime Minister in an attempt to nullify a terrible decree against Jewish ritual slaughtering, shchita. Upon their return, they reported to the great rabbi that their mission was a failure. The minister did not understand our Yiddish, and the translator did not do a good job conveying our message, the delegation reported. Yes, yes, cried the Chofetz Chaim, but why did none of you faint? And the Rebbe, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, said in Yiddish, the original words are, "For was hat keiner von euch nicht gechallischt?" How come none of you genuinely were affected by this decree against Judaism as to faint right there? The Prime Minister would have surely understood what you were trying to do. The Chofetz Chaim was searching for the passion. This is what we need today, my friends. The enemy's passion is insane. Millions of young people are happy to die as martyrs. For them, the achievement of beheading and raping infidels is the ultimate in life. We must respond with equal passion and unwavering clarity and commitment. The wrath against bloodshed and human abuse must burn like never before. We can't be passive, cool, collective and cold. We must burn. Our hearts and soul must be on fire with a love for humanity, for Israel, for Torah, for God, for all of His creation, and an equal hatred and intolerance for evil, despicable barbaric ideals and behaviors. One thing is clear. If we will not fight back with the same passion, commitment and wavering clarity of our enemies, we cannot triumph. They have a fire of hate and calculation in their eyes. They are indoctrinated to believe that the most sacred thing one can do is to murder cartoonists and to hold men and women hostage. If we do not discover a fire in our bones to defend our world and our civilization with equal intense passion and commitment, how can we prevail? When God revealed Himself to Moses and made him the leader, it was from a fiery bush, a burning bush. Why? Why that atmosphere? Why that medium? The answer is very simple. To be a leader, you've got to have passion. You've got to have fire in the belly. Every one of us has a spark of Moses inside of us. We must have an equal passion. The passion for goodness, for kindness, for acts of goodness and kindness. A passion for love of our fellow mankind. And to increase our mitzvahs. And very, very speedily, that passion collectively will burn out all the negativeness in this world, and we will merit very, very speedily the coming of Mashiach. Now, around the world, they're using signs and hashtags on the internet. Je suis Charlie, in honor of those who died in the cartoonists. Also the words Je suis Juif, I am a Jew. Allow me a moment to share with you, what is the meaning of the name Jew? What does it mean to be a Jew? Where does it come from? What's the deeper reason behind it? What's the meaning of the word Juif, the French for the word Jew? The word Jew is derived from the name of Jacob's fourth son, Judah, Yehuda in Hebrew, and may have originally applied only to Judah's descendants, who were comprised of one of the 12 tribes. On his deathbed, Jacob assigned Judah the role of leader and king, which eventually came true when everybody submitted to the reign of King David of the tribe of Judah. After he passed away, the 12 tribes divided themselves into two kingdoms. The kingdom of Judah in the south, which included the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, and was centered around the capital of Jerusalem and the Holy Temple, and the northern kingdom of Israel, which included the other 10 tribes. And as history tells us, eventually those 10 tribes were exiled and lost. And only the remaining Israelites were the residents of the kingdom of Judah. and therefore the term Yehudi or Jew came to refer to all of the Israelites, regardless of their tribal ancestry. But there's also a deeper meaning to the name Jew. The first individual to be called Jew, Yehudi, in the scriptures was Mordechai of the Purim fame. There was a man, a Yehudi, in the Shushan, the capital, whose name was Mordechai Hayamini. And the Talmud explains to us, why is he called Yehudi? Implying that he was a descendant of Judah. But then he's called Yemini, which implies he came from the Benjaminites. And the rabbi responds, he was a Benjaminite. He was from the tribe of Benjamin. Yet, he was also called a Yehudi because he rejected idolatry. And anyone who rejects idolatry is called a Yehudi. And the commentaries explain that the name Yehuda shares the same root as the Hebrew word Hodah, which means acknowledgement or submission. One who acknowledges God's existence and submits to his authority to the extent that he's willing to sacrifice his life for the sanctification of his name is called Yehudi. Therefore, Abraham is commonly referred to as the first Jew, as the first person to use his abilities to discover and recognize the one God, to reject the idolatrous ways of his ancestors and contemporaries, and to actively publicize the truth of God, and was prepared to give his very life for these goals. And therefore Abraham epitomized Jewishness, and that's why it became a name used forever. That's the name Jew, Yehudi. This is your host, Rabbi Pearl, wishing you all the best. Please don't lose that passion. May we merit very speedily the coming of Mashiach and a world full with goodness and kindness. No more wars, no more famines, but the ultimate recognition of each other in respect and all the best. We want Mashiach now. Thank you so much.